I just want to read a very good quote from your piece in The Spectator. Quote, car manufacturers admit that there is only enough lithium for 14 million e-cars, while the World Economic Forum says the world needs 5 billion e-cars to get to net zero, unquote. Alexandra, how does this make sense? It doesn't.
So, and also what I love about this is that's to get there once, but people don't just buy one car, they'll buy 10 or 12 throughout their lifetime. So how many times are they going to try and rebuild those 5 billion cars? I mean, it is an equation that just scales into nowhere almost immediately. So yeah, if the World Economic Forum has admitted there's a problem, well then there's definitely a problem with their net zero goal.
But all this coercion into buying e-cars and the shortage of lithium and all that sort of, all those problems, do you think this will affect the elites as badly as it will affect ordinary people like you and I, Alexandra?
Well, of course we need cars. So just like the energy grid, they'll eventually rip up renewables and put nuclear in. We know it's going to happen because you need to turn the lights on. The same thing will happen with cars. But one thing to watch out for is Norway, which is ahead of the curve, has just said, well, thanks everyone for buying e-cars. We're going to remove all the subsidies and everything because we're going to go toward a model where we have less private cars. So they want people to walk and catch buses. They don't want people to buy any cars, including e-cars. So I presume that's the whole you will have nothing and you will be happy kind of model where you'll be walking like I was this afternoon.
Alexandra, don't tell Chris Bowen that. You'll only give him ideas. Now look, before you go, a new survey has found that Gen Z and Millennials, at least half of them, not only want to become influencers, but also believe everything that influencers tell them. Alexandra, you're a millennial influencer. Is it as glamorous as they think it is?
Well, first of all, I am not a millennial, I'm a Gen Z. Thank you very much. The millennials are the ones that are about 10 years older than us and they are younger than us, and they are completely insane. So don't lump me in with millennials. And yeah, they will believe anything they see on Instagram because they come from a world where their reality is basically manufactured on a phone screen. And that is a problem because when you watch things like the World Economic Forum intro video, it is done like a disaster film and they believe this cinematic version of our planet. And that's why you have to be careful with this new generation because they think the world is a film. And if you're really good at editing it, well, then you can control what they think.
Well, talk about good at editing it. The story, I got this story from the Oz, which is the youth wing of the Australian. It refers to something called the influencer economy. Alexandra, can you call a bunch of people with fake followers getting free holidays in return for Instagram posts an economy?
Well, you may not like it, Fred, but yes, there is real money tied up in this influencer gig. It mostly started with promoting things like products. So retail companies got involved and said, hey, if you can just hold this up while you do your little photo shoot, that'd be great. But now it's expanded to full-on careers for these people. And I'm sure the unions will try and get involved at some point because you can't have people being entrepreneurs. I don't really mind so much. If they want to find a way to make money, then that's better than sitting at home playing video games. So we'll keep that. But yeah, it is a real economy with real money and they hold real influence. So be warned.
I suppose it's all about the product placement really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Alexandra Marshall, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
That's Alexandra Marshall, whose work can be seen every day on the Spectator Australia website.